I feel like the guilty people always say that. They're like, just wait until I show you everything. He's not emotionally developed person.
The fucking errors.
You can't handle a conversation, a little confrontation.
My wife is a terrorist.
Oh my god, I'm sorry.
Just wait until I show you everything.
How dare you? You have stolen my dreams.
Okay. Oh my god. Jesus, this suit. I'm sweating worse than Ethan Klein at a Justin Roiland party. Hey, come on. What do you mean? Who's that? Right guys, it's been a while since I made a video, hasn't it? About 9 months actually. Almost a full year, if you include the time that it took for me to actually make the first video. So we talked about a lot of things. We talked about how Ethan's a hypocrite, everyone knows that already. We talked about Ethan being negligent with his animals, which, you know, he's got 2 dogs since then and not actually increased his training regime, or, well, was not a regime to begin with, really. He just lets his dogs chew on everything he wants at home. His kids are playing in shit. Then why did he get CPS called on him? Was it because possibly Ethan told a story about his kids playing in dog shit and then contracting giardia and then saying he has giardia? Oh, and also Hila has giardia. Did Ethan say that?
Olive has giardia. It's a bacterial infection in the intestines that makes you have diarrhea. Ducky came to us with that too. So she has giardia, so we have an antibiotic, but Sonny's crawling around, he's putting everything in his mouth, he's at that age, he has giardia. Now, Hila has giardia.
Shut. For real?
I think this morning I had diarrhea.
Oh my god.
Oh, shit! Was the CPS call justified? Honestly, at this point, to this day, with the knowledge that came out after the CPS call, I would say definitely yes. But at the time, I was one of these people that were denouncing those that either didn't bring up the CPS call or just didn't give a shit. Right? So CPS, people don't know if you're living under a rock, is Child Protective Services. They were called to Ethan's home over an anonymous tip they got because of what Ethan had said. Now, Ethan tries to spin this narrative that, like, oh, Snark called CPS. Then when Hassan asks him about it, he's like, did I say that? And it's like, bitch, you released episodes titled that. Shut your dirty mouth, alright? And you remember in the first video how I was, like, relatively fair for Ethan and, like, was actually trying to not justify, but, like, try and see where he's coming from with certain areas and certain points. I ain't doing any of that shit this time. I don't like Ethan and Hila anymore. Am I still a fan of the show? It's hard to say you're a fan of something when you don't like it anymore. I just don't like all the political shit that they talk about all the time. That's the stuff that annoys me.
They're talking about they erased their username and nuked their account. I think it's because I started talking about defamation and stuff and they started getting scared. Even though, if I need to subpoena somebody, you deleting your account is not going to do anything. So, stay scared, bitch. But anyway.
This may be one of the worst things I've ever heard Ethan say. Other than gloating about trying to ruin someone financially, he's actively threatening someone. He's acknowledged that this person has deleted their entire account in fears of what legal action Ethan may take. And then Ethan, to pile on top, says, doesn't matter if you've deleted your account, I will still fuck you over. So initially I had made quite a lot of predictions and almost every single one, I would say like 99% of everything that I said in that video was either true or came to pass, right? You're the type of person that would definitely sue someone over frivolous shit because you don't agree with their opinion.
And I don't like hanging out with you guys, and you guys are awful. I actually don't really care that much for you.
Really? You never liked me?
Nope.
I
Fake.
can't oh.
You're the next to be canceled.
Can't believe I felt bad for you. By the way, Anissa reached out. She wants to meet at the Motel 6 tonight at 11.
Excuse me?
Because I'm gonna fuck him for her?
I don't see a change in your attitude, and ultimately I think it'll lead to your demise. I think more people, one by one, are going to quit.
Cameron, he's moving on.
This has been planned for a while. We didn't want to have it linger in over the show.
Unfortunately, I will be leaving the podcast.
Put together with a lot of love. That was very beautiful, Ian.
I am announcing that next week is my last week at H3.
I'm going to call it now as a prediction. In a few years, I reckon at least 2 members of H3's crew that have been there for years will make a hit piece on Ethan publicly, and I think it'll ruin him.
Your old friend iDubbbz just released a video.
Yeah.
It's about you.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Like what? Like what? Why? What would I do to like what kind of bro? How the fuck did I kill the mood?
Bruh.
What the fuck did I do?
You killed the mood.
Why? How?
But with your calling Phil and bringing up all kinds of negative
That was
stuff.
fucking awesome.
That was fine.
How did calling Phil ruin the mood?
I think he'll do nothing but get pure anger and frustration, and I think he'll eventually have to take time off for his mental health.
Honestly, everybody's just depressed.
Yeah.
What's happening?
What happened?
Tell me how.
I told
Tell me how.
I told you.
Tell me how.
Because it turned into you just complaining about his chat. Everybody, like, they fucking hate you, and there's...
My vibes are immaculate.
Are they?
Oh yeah.
Do you have evidence that H3 Snark called CPS on you?
Did I say
Like
that?
Random anonymous.
Did I say that?
Who called CPS?
What the fuck? So I don't know. Did I claim they did? You're dodging, bro. You are absolutely dodging. You claim your community has nothing to do with the harassment, yet you are browsing H3 Snark.
So yeah, there was so much that I predicted in that video that I just had to make a follow-up on it. Plus, Ethan's behaviour has unfortunately got worse. I mean, we talked about the level of corruption, changing his personality, making him into basically like a toxic person, a liar, someone who's constantly harassing others, getting his audience to harass others. These were all things that I tried to warn everyone about over the years. I talked about Tana Mojo. I talked about Anissa Joma. I talked about fucking iDubbbz, Trisha Paytas. What I'm getting at is there is an endless amount of people that you could consider victims of Ethan's harassment campaign, whether it's through the YouTube videos that he makes or the Reddit posts that are left up on the main sub. But remember when I said that you don't talk about any of this other shit? Why are you not talking about the pedo troll stuff? So Ethan Klein had an account on Reddit 15 years ago. Now you're probably thinking, oh, 15 years ago? Wow, he must have been a kid. No. The guy was actually around my age. I'm 30, so I think it was between 26, 27, 28. Around those ages, right, were active on this account. So bear in mind, your brain stops developing like around 25. In all aspects, in every culture on the planet, Ethan was an adult at this point. A fully fledged adult. He knew right from wrong. He knew that half the stuff that he was saying on there was not just provocative, but downright disgusting.
You, my friend, are a coward, and I am the fucking legend that responded to it live.
What you doing out here in New York? I'm just walking by your seat. I'm the CEO of Twitch, but I just happened to run into you. I just happened to run into you. I
So yeah, in that little musical compilation that you just saw there, you just saw quite a lot of Instagram reels. Now you're probably thinking, wow, you've been checking up on that guy for years. Yeah, that was just 2 weeks of Instagram reels, or Instagram stories, sorry. And at that time, Ethan was on vacation with his wife for their anniversary, I think it was. And I just find that so fucking hilarious that, like, you're taking time off for your mental health, which, you know, I also fucking said were going to happen. I mean, you say it's your anniversary, but let's be honest, you were so burnt out at that point that, like, your eyes are super wide and you look like you're on multiple drugs at once. Like, you look like you're coked up. Fucking Arabs! Hassan! Stupid, sexy Hassan! And my kids contracted giardia. People called CPS on me. My children eat dog shit. Why did people say that my children eat dog shit? Why does everybody think that I'm obsessed with Hassan? Have you people heard about Hassan? Did you know that iDubbbz and Anissa are terrible people? What are you talking about? Dude! Come up for some fucking air! Jesus Christ, somebody grab the Narcan! You're a vile person. You actually are vile. Like, I don't think there's any good left in you anymore. AB recently says, like, I don't think people know this, but, like, I'm from the streets.
You like, will make fun of me, but I don't think you guys understand that I'm really from the fucking street.
Are you fucked, bro? You're from streets. Alright, mate. Of course you are, pal.
So, Abdullah Ayad, good evening.
Good evening. Thank you for having me. Other things to help prepare them to, you know, to educate them so that they're not taken advantage of by any form of system or anything against Arabs.
Fucking Arabs. The anti-Semitic Arab.
I just taken a stand against any injustices that are against Arabs or any people for that matter.
So yeah, that's definitely someone that's from the streets. You fucking idiot. You can see it when AB talks, like, it's like, these fucking people don't know what they're talking about. The fucking pigeon chest, puffing it out. Like, sit the fuck down before you get a slap, you little bitch. AB's from the streets! Shut up.
I'm going to film myself gape mouth typing on my keyboard like a fucking buffoon.
That's the nuance, Ethan.
Fucking mouth breathing into the mic. What the hell, dude?
Another dummy taking a ticket and getting in line. Lots to talk about. First of all, I'm over halfway into this video, and there's not one thing that I see as going too far or anything. My goodness.
Yes, I said I was going to make a video talking about Mika, and now this is tied into another clip. But basically, Mika was a YouTuber. I don't know if she still makes content anymore. She did say that after she released a few videos that she had through like sponsor contracts, she said after she was done with those few videos, after the Ethan video, that she wasn't going to come back to YouTube. And she says it was a direct, the direct reason was because of Ethan and his audience. So then I left a comment on Mika's video saying, don't worry girl, you know I'm going to talk about this, I'll defend you, blah blah blah. You know, hold my hands up, never made that video. I'll tell you why I didn't make that video. Personal reasons, I was going through things. I'm not going to give you guys ammunition for my personal life because I know that that's what this is these days. We can't just have a conversation. We have to attack someone. Oh, look at him with long hair. He's a hippie. He's a freak, isn't he? Oh, look at that. Don't you look a bit gay? Shut the fuck up.
How
film enthusiast
fucking boring must have this part been for her to have to cut?
She did like this. She just zoned out and started drooling.
That's fair enough. This girl's been bullied by people. It's great for a bloke to stand up and say that's not okay to be bullying this young woman. So then who do you think would have a problem with that?
The Lebanese government, whatever, made some sort of mandate where those people who left that area were given back their Lebanese status. So my dad's village went from like Lebanon to Palestine to Israel. And now they're just placed.
Shuffle around on the board.
This guy said, hey girl, just letting you know I'm working on part 2 of my Ethan video that he was too scared to respond to despite having watched it. Anyway, part of the video will be defending you. What? Who the fuck is autistic AI? Ethan needs to take accountability for his actions? Oh, he's a fucking weirdo. Gotcha.
Papa Goat? Oh shit! Ethan's like #1 defender. or one of them. There's a few out there. There's not many left, but there's a few out there still. I'm just a fucking weirdo, man. Oh no. Oh no. Oh dear. Oh, isn't that a shame? Ooh. Hell yeah, dude. At least I don't look like a deformed woolly willy. Little bitch. You want to call me a weirdo, weird freak, whatever, freak loser, bitch boy, you know, call me all these things, bro. I don't give a fuck. You can call me what you want. But until you actually watch the video, see, this is what I don't get about Ethan defenders. They're just like Ethan. They won't watch the videos that you show them. They don't actually refute your points. They don't listen to what you have to say. They just think, well, automatically, by default, if you're criticising the person that I like, that means you're a bad person too. Are you fucking serious? Are you okay? Do you know how to breathe? Do you know how to tie your shoelaces? Are you the type of person to wear odd socks? Eh? Shut your fucking mouth. What the hell was that? Are you good? Are you alive? Anyway.
Who the fuck is autistic AI?
It's Autistic Al. I've seen countless posts about Adam, like on the main sub. Thousands of people criticising him, saying out, calling him a rat and all this stupid shit. And it's like, no, bitch. Adam is not a rat.
So I want to show this clip from literally like yesterday, I think. Hila says she wants me to disappear. I'm like the lowest scum of the earth. And I'm like, where is this? Like, how is this even warranted? Like, you are just flat out, both of you, harassing me. And you have been for a very long time.
I said something like, why didn't he already disappear, like, from the internet?
Adam McIntyre needs to just, like, disappear. That guy is a piece of shit, like, of the lowest order.
Give me a break. You're doing that, like, tattoo thing? Like, that's the most snark thing, loser shit ever. Dodging bullets?
Because the guy has, like, no talent. Somehow...
Snark saved him.
That made him feel like this is okay? Doing that is okay?
You guys, hey, you guys want to joke about some fucking... You guys want to justify killing Israeli civilians?
Let's make some jokes about it while supposedly the genocide is still ongoing.
Well, I don't know
but
if
it's
you know
okay to joke about it.
Well, I don't know if you know this, but he's Irish, which means he is born with innate knowledge of oppression, like Anita.
Supposedly the genocide is still ongoing.
Supposedly.
Let's make some jokes about it while supposedly the genocide is still ongoing.
This literally just looks like the live shots over Israel when they're getting bombed.
Oh yeah.
It's just that's all it reminds me of right now.
Let's make some jokes about it.
Now, this all started because, now I'm going off the top of my head here, and I've not got anything in front of me to like look from. So if I do get some stuff wrong, forgive me. But I'm actually going to put a link in the description to one of Adam's videos talking about the Donna Klein incident. But I'm just going to tell this verbatim, to my knowledge, what I can remember. So there was a couple live shows that Ethan and Neil put on throughout the years, and Adam would typically come and get invited backstage, come talk to Ethan and Neil, who would meet Donna. Apparently Donna and... By the way, Donna Klein is Ethan Klein's mother. And so Donna and Adam had quite a rapport with each other. And this kept going on. They were, DMing each other back and forth. Just a lot of complimentary things, right? Everything was great. There was nothing creepy about this. Nothing was inappropriate. And then out of nowhere, Ethan randomly starts to criticise Adam McIntyre. Now, looking back, I'm not actually entirely sure as to why this happened. But what I know is, when Adam saw it, because Ethan was saying that Adam was just a clout-chasing goblin, calling him a rat and all this other shit, and saying how he was, like, being creepy with his mother. And Adam was like, what the fuck? So Adam makes a video on this after watching the live, and he showed all the receipts. He showed that he was talking to Donna, and that she messaged him first. She was asking to hang out, and Adam was like, yeah, cool, whatever. Like, and because of that, Ethan has spun this narrative that Adam McIntyre is a vile, toxic person. When in actual fact, the only reason that Ethan hates Adam is because Adam literally showed Ethan for the liar that he is. And he pulled him up on all this bullshit and criticised him for lying about him. That's why Ethan doesn't like Adam. If for some reason that Adam, you are watching this video, just want to say there's a lot of people that you like that I think are terrible people, and yet you're still fans of them. I get it because, you know, we're being in like part of the tea community. You have to talk about these people, right? They're the cash cows. They're the ones that give you the views, the money, whatever. But anyways, love you, Adam. Let's move on to the next. Ethan was trying his best to work his way into the MLG scene, MLG parody scene, should I say. But at the same time was making sketches that other YouTubers like Filthy Frank and JonTron were picking up on and watching. I know this because around 12 years ago, this is how I found Ethan Klein. And I don't know if this still exists. I haven't seen it in many years, to be fair, so I assume it's not a thing anymore. We used to be able to click on the playlists of a YouTuber and see their public liked videos playlist. And when you click on that, it shows you everything that the YouTuber that you're subscribed to, what sort of content they'd be watching. And so I went through JonTron's liked videos and found a bunch of Ethan's like EXE videos from back in the day, like you know, like the warm it up, that's a 10. So I quickly became a fan of Ethan, became quite a huge fan of Ethan. But even back then, I do vaguely recall a lot of very inappropriate shit that he said and done. And bear in mind, I was like in college at the time, so it was probably about 17, 18 when I first became a fan of Ethan, and I'm 30 now. So yeah, about, I'd say roughly 12 years that I've been a fan now. The channel had probably like between 7,000 and 8,000 subs at the time. But I don't believe at that time that I was on Reddit. I didn't get onto Reddit until I created an account. But anyways, the reason I'm prefacing all of this is because Ethan Klein was saying the most inappropriate things that were not jokes. Had these been jokes, right, as in, had they been funny, I would have maybe been a little reluctant to criticise him on this because of the very reason that I myself have made inappropriate jokes on my channel. I'm not ashamed of them. But I'm also very careful as to how I make these jokes, where I make this joke, how I say, you know, because basically when I become a YouTuber, I went into it with the knowledge of things like, don't do blackface, don't say the M-word, you know, basic shit. But Ethan was like, no, let's start a career on those things. So do you see now, while looking back, now that I've matured into a full adult, well, I look back on Ethan's behaviour and think, holy shit, you didn't do this in college. You did this like around like my age now. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? This seriously, like, it's not just inappropriate, it's disturbing. Like, how is this a joke? Touch little boys. Where's the joke? Ah, that's funny, isn't it? Yeah, let's sexually abuse children. That's brilliant. No, you're a dirty bastard. And I'm not going to call you a paedophile, but a lot of shit you do is fucking pedo behaviour. And people don't like you. People don't like you or Hila anymore. Nobody likes Ethan and Hila. The numbers are representative of that fact. The fact that nobody wants to work with Teddy Fresh anymore. The fact that all the sponsors have left. And yet it's all Hassan's fault. It's all iDubbbz and Anissa's fault. You are a delusional bastard. You're drunk with power, and you're off your head on a bunch of different prescription drugs. Speculation. Because all you do is talk about, this guy talks like this and he moves like this, and oh, this guy's definitely on drugs, and you can tell, oh, this guy's definitely a paedophile. All you do is project and talk bunch of shit. You're a fucking idiot, man. Oh, damn, I should have had the white on before. That looks way better. That looks way better. Oh, no! Why didn't I do that before? We'll film like this from footrest. Damn, I look sexy. You ever just think that? You ever just look at yourself and think, damn. So, here are my predictions. I predicted that Sam would quit. I predicted that Ian would quit. I predicted that Anissa Joma would turn on Ethan. You know, Told him that I tried to warn Ethan how toxic Anissa is. Very first episode of Leftovers, I was saying how I don't know who Hassan Piker is. I never even heard of him before. Well, I'd heard of him, but like it was one of them things of like, I'm never interested in political commentary. I'm not gonna watch this content. Anyways, after episode 1 of Leftovers, I just said the vibes were extremely bad and that there's like no chemistry between them, something like that. I'll put it up on screen again so you can read it. But then I would say I went through like a 6-month period where I tried to broaden my horizon politically. And actually it's funny because Ethan Klein talking about politics so much did actually garner somewhat of an interest into this. So I started to watch Hassan Piker and Ben Shapiro. Now you're probably thinking, Ben Shapiro? What the fuck would you watch him for? I didn't like Ben Shapiro. I stopped watching him after about 3 months. I watched Hassan for about maybe 4 months, 5 months, right? I also didn't like Hassan. It wasn't necessarily that I disagree with the political talking points that either person was saying. I just didn't like the person, right? I didn't like Ben Shapiro, didn't like Hassan. Reason why I'm prefacing saying that I don't like Hassan is because a lot of these people that are like, oh, you're an Ethan hater, so that must mean you're a Hassan dick rider. All this, like, I'm not involved in any of these groups. I don't talk about these people, but I just want to make it clear what my point is, because it actually drains my fucking soul when I see a comment that's like, oh, you're just a Hassan dick rider. Your motherfuckers were the ones that downvoted me on the main sub, got me banned, right? I got banned because there was a post to do with Shredder, and people were joking, saying weird shit, making weird jokes like, oh, snarkers are going to start sending cheese in the mail. Really? Think about what you said. The snarkers are going to send the cheese, are they? The people that are criticising Ethan for being a negligent dog owner are going to hurt Ethan's dogs. You're right, mate. I'm genuinely concerned. Concerned trolling. That's what that is. Anyway, so I got banned on the main sub for replying to someone who said that about the cheese mail thing. And I said, criticise what you want, but like, can we not make jokes about Shredder's death? I got banned for that. I got banned for saying, can we not joke about a dog dying? And I got banned. So that was my villain origin story going into H3 Snark, which I do find extremely ironic. So again, to come back to what I'm saying, Ethan has put all these people in these different categories. On the main sub is like a cult, right? On the H3 Snark, you've got your hate watchers and people that like periodically come in and leave. So then I wrote like a little bit of a note to myself about like, well, it's kind of like I was writing the note as if I'm texting Ethan himself. I put, what do you want left as fans anymore? Because you're paying like 30 people to moderate Reddit, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, whatever the fuck else to make sure you're only getting nice comments. Yet you still somehow manage to only see snark comments or random articles about nobody's heard about, and then you make yourself a victim. You're actually just a pathetic, scared little boy. An actual child, developmentally. You use your own insecurities as a crutch on others to help yourself feel good, but really you just drain the energy out of every room you step in. One by one, people are going to slowly leave you, and you'll be one day sitting back thinking, shit, maybe I should have done a little better with myself. I'm not being hyperbolic. I'm being megabolic. A coffin. A casket. A ghoul. So basically this video was really more of like a recap, to be fair. If anything, there's a lot more things I'm going to talk about. In fact, you guys don't know this, but I have an entire folder of clips that are just absolutely brilliant, man. The amount of content that Ethan's like removed from the podcast, everything Ethan accuses people of doing, he's done himself. And like, where do you guys draw the line? Like, anyways, you know what? I think that we've talked about a few things here. This, like I said, this was more of a recap, and I did want to put some like cool edits in there to sort of prop myself up, basically. Let's be honest. Nobody really was giving me the credit that I deserved for all this shit that I called out, all this stuff that I predicted, right? In fact, quite the opposite. I was getting downvoted even in the H3 Snark for speculation then came out to be true. Sure, I mean, that's what a prediction is, right? You say something's going to happen that hasn't happened yet, and then it happens, and you're like, hey, I'm right. I mean, even a broken clock can be right twice a day. It's like, who am I talking to? Hello? Are you there? I never know how to end my videos. But I just want to say, I will make more videos like this in the future. I'm going to talk next about the H3 crew. Yeah, I think it'd be cool to do like a tier list while also bringing out like a few receipts. So that will also be like a full form like commentary video with some fun little edits in there. So yeah, if you liked what you saw today, please leave a like. It does really help me, and I will admit I did spend an extremely long time researching up on this and editing everything and blah 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 blah. Please like and subscribe and share. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next one, guys. Sorry, that were cringe.